Absolute always readiness.
I wish.
Dude, check this out. This is hilarious. So, last night I got this text from Jackson Schultz.
Oh my gosh, he hasn't texted me in years.
Wait till you hear this. Okay, or Monday. He texted me Monday. I wanted to save it for the show. He says, "What a picture. Hope you've been doing well."
What a picture.
He sent that to me, okay? Amazingly, I had the text that he was responding to. So I sent this picture a long time ago. Must have popped up on my feed of our...
What is that picture?
It's our AAU basketball team.
Oh.
Me and Jackson are like the only two white guys.
How long ago did you send that?
I sent that in May 2023.
No.
Almost 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough guy to corral.
And then I just said, "But I hope you're well too, buddy." And he never responded.
He's controlling weather.
Well, maybe.
In 2 years, you're in for a treat.
I know.
It's always a treat when you get a response from Jackson.
I
It's
love
almost
Jackson.
Like oh, Jackson's
I wish
the
you
best.
listened to this because that was a ridiculous just drop by. Do you think...
What a treat. It's almost like he had something for you, so he thought of you.
Yeah.
Or something made him
Or maybe
think
he's
of, like,
left me on unread and he just kept meaning to come back to
that
it.
would be the craziest thing of all time.
Yeah.
Because I see people with like 100 unread
Oh, yeah, like
messages.
you're never going back to that.
It would take me 3 days to get 100 unread messages to some extent. Usually with the family group message, probably like 3 hours.
Yeah, but you'll just open it up.
You open it.
But
So you don't
I
have
used to
see
be like that with my email and be like, oh, I'll leave it.
I have 10,000. Well,
Now I'm a zero inbox guy. Big
well,
zero
because
inbox.
you have to be.
Helps your anxiety go down.
You think.
Oh, man. If you're like, I don't need to deal with this now, just open it. And then once you need to deal with it, it'll probably come back on your desk if it's that important.
So you would open it, glance it. So let's say it's like 8 p.m. You're chilling, you're watching a movie.
No.
You forget about it.
Yeah. So I don't open it at 8 p.m. At my desk, I'll go in tomorrow and I'll have like 25.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try and get that thing down to 0. Unless it's something I really need to address now, I'll leave it on unread.
Well, like your first email is never an actual email, you know?
What do you mean?
Like your first email, like when a kid grows up and they make their first email address, that's your spam email for the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think I've actually had like 2 spams and now I'm on my 3rd. That's for rest of life.
Oh, there'll be times.
My first one was like,
well,
you keep T.choice.
Yeah.
See, like I would have.
I'll tell adults, like if I know I don't want to see their email, I'll tell them my email is T.choice22.
That's all the time. Nah, I had like Packers 80. So I dodged that. Oh, actually, my
Packers 80?
Yeah, my first one was...
Who the hell are you?
I was on Peachtree City Packers. I was number 80. But worse than that, my next one was...
I didn't even like Tashard Choice that much, so...
I know, I think I made it for you.
Yeah.
You were like, need to make an email,
we
and I was like, well, we like Tashard Choice. Why don't we just make it after him?
Hell yeah. I made it freaking Johnson...
And then my next one was roastedmuttonhead@gmail.com.
That was a bad one.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Needed to go. It was a quote from a movie that I loved.
What is it?
Duplex.
What's the quote?
You look like a roasted mutton head.
You loved it that much. Is that legit?
That's the quote.
Okay.
What happened here? You look like some sort of roasted mutton head.
Man, you really love Duplex.
I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
It's a good
movie. What
movie.
would you rate it? Top of the head?
7.5.
Yeah, not that great.
Back then, I probably would have been 9.1.
Yeah. Same with
It's
Master
still a
of
laughable
Disguise,
movie.
but
There's some great
holds
quotes
up.
in Duplex.
I have a movie podcast, and I can't get over Master of Disguise.
That's how good that movie is.
I know. But it's like the lowest rated movie of all time.
We got to do it, in fact.
It's probably number 101. It's not on the list, but it's probably the second to last.
Oh, wow. Joker is on that list.
It got one of...
I like Joker.
The second one, though, makes the
You watched
first
it?
one terrible. I, turned it on when I was, falling asleep. And they started singing, and I was like, yeah, no.
The movie we just watched is on there.
What number?
Kind of hard to find.
It's great. It reminds me of, the Matt Damon movie and Leo with the police officers.
Great movie. Usual Suspects?
Yeah. Great movie. You want to rate it real quick?
Yeah, let's go. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
8.7. Oh!
I was linking around
You
that
know
too.
what I love about this movie? It's an hour and 40 minutes. I mean,
it's not. Is it?
It's short.
Did you see the guy that they had as a Pakistani dude? 1985
So
movie.
great, so great. I'm glad
Just
you
a
brought
white
that up.
guy
I wanted
painted
that so.
brown.
Dude, I mean, like, maybe they're just getting us back for a couple things we used to do because that's like, I'm full on board with like.
Have you seen Kingsman?
I have seen Kingsman, the first one.
Yeah, I knew you did. I don't know why I asked like that, but you know when they're like, "Is the Kingsman worth dying for, Eggsy?" And he's on the train tracks.
Yeah,
it's that guy.
Oh yeah. He's also in
Breaking Bad guy.
Is he in Breaking Bad?
No, the black officer in this movie.
Oh, that was crazy!
Dude, it took me a minute.
I knew it was him.
I was
looked
like,
it up.
man,
he looked way different. I had to look it up.
Yeah, I saw
Gustavo
him like when he
Fring.
went into the precinct for like when they're interviewing.
Yeah.
Kevin Space.
Yeah. Creepo.
Yeah, Creepo.
Great.
They should have arrested him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, I saw a side profile and I was like, there's no way. And then the more I realized it was that guy, the more I just saw him as him. But
It was crazy that was him. I never heard of him before. It turns out he's in like one of the best movies of all time.
Best movies of all time. There's
Not in my
definitely
opinion, but it's on the top 100. I mean, it's a really
What
good
number
movie.
is it? You got to figure it out.
All right, let's figure
now.
it out.
Yeah. Stay tuned. John's trying to figure it out. The Departed. That's what you're looking for.
No, it's not.
Is The Departed on there?
I hope so. That's a great movie. That's
Yeah, I think that's better than this. I would give The Departed at least a 9.1. But you're going pretty high up. Oh, no, you're going lower.
I think I have no method to my.
Right. Oh, now you're going.
I had something. No.
So it's not on the list.
Oh, no. It was definitely on here once upon a time.
You printed the list, and now that's practically
But
Declaration of Independence to us. What do you think? I changed it?
You might have. I'm sorry.
I'll have that power.
The Departed is on here.
Knew that. The Departed is better than this movie. For
Oh,
sure.
here it is. Okay, so that's 10, 20, 30, 41.
Oh, they don't have it under?
What do you mean?
What was The Departed? Higher?
Departed's higher.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. Departed's beast, and that's a better twist.
Oh, great
it's not
twist.
Really a twist.
No,
and
you know the whole time.
I called.
From when? From when? I want to know.
There was like a time
pretty late for me
when they saw the white guy impersonating a Pakistani. I was like, one of these guys is Kaiser Sose, but I thought it was Keaton.
Yeah. So I was on
when the Jewish guy died, when he saw all the money and the Jewish guy died, I knew that was Spacey.
The Jewish guy saw the money and died.
They open up a van at the end around the boat, and he gets shot in the back. I knew he was going to die, and I knew it was Spacey.
And that's when
he's a
you knew
snake bastard.
Kaiser Soze.
No,
you
I
still
can't
thought
say
it was
that.
Keaton, and he was on his team.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I was in on the Keaton thing early. I was like, oh, I think Keaton's a little bad. It took me till just about the reveal before I was like, oh my gosh, it's Spacey.
Yeah, but I called him going from like cripple walk to
I knew he was
going
to do that. Yeah. As soon as you figured out, you're like, he's also not a cripple.
Yeah. We had about the same realizations.
Yeah. I like how that guy is like looking at that bulletin board and realizing all of his stories were BS. Like you didn't already know all those stories were BS.
Yeah.
Back when I was making coffee in Colombia, we used to pick this stuff for hours and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, it's like okay.
I would have known off the lawyer's name. It was a Pakistani dude with a Japanese.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Kawasaki.
His name was Kobayashi. Yeah, I only know that because that's the guy who eats all those hot dogs.
Huh?
Kobayashi's that guy who eats all the
Joey Swole.
Not Joey Hot Dog, but there's an Asian guy who also is like Joey's main competitor.
Really?
Kobayashi. It's from Step Bros. They're like, I'm gonna eat that like Kobayashi.
Yeah,
so he was
that's
referencing
great. I feel like all of that stuff from Step Brothers was ad lib.
That guy's funny.
You think?
The Kobayashi guy.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, I cannot believe they did that. Why wouldn't you just get a Pakistani guy? Or make the lawyer's name a white
name.
Around
1985.
Mr. Mr. Soze.
He did pretty good, but there were times where he fell out of it and just sounded like British or something.
He looked like he could be an Indian fellow for sure.
I mean, like, it was... You remember him from Kingsman, right?
Oh, well, where I remember him from is...
Do you think if they tanned you that brown, you would look like an Indian fellow?
No. I think this guy had
some black hair.
Some looks about. Yeah, you'd have to have black hair.
He did not have any looks about him.
What, do you want me to get racist?
He looked like a British guy. I would hope you don't.
I wouldn't even know how. What's some Indian qualities? Like some racist ones.
Stinky.
That's ruthless.
What? You set me up for this? What do you mean?
That's
you
crazy.
You set me up so hard for that.
That was crazy. I meant like, do people say they have like a big nose? Not stinky. No. Oh man, that actually reminds me.
So hard.
That reminds me of Theo Von and Caleb Presley. Have you seen that little clip?
I'm sure I have. Just
he's like,
remind me.
You think I'd be a good Muslim? And he was like, I did. He started talking. He's like, I did do keto once. Or I've thought about trying keto. And Caleb goes, yeah, but I heard that makes you smell bad. And Theo goes, which one? And they had a great chuckle about it.
Oh, man. That's good for them.
Yeah.
We're not big enough to get away with that.
Well, luckily only our parents will listen.
Yeah, true. We got like
Dad's
7
going to have a talk to you
point.
about that one. Can't believe you said that.
You set me up hard.
Ugh.
What would your weapon of choice be in a heist?
Heist?
Yes.
Oh man, like a Tommy gun.
No.
You don't think like
all wrong.
An AR?
No silencer.
I didn't say that. Now I want a silencer.
No. How much power can a gun have before a silencer doesn't work? Like an AK-47?
I think you can use a sniper with a silencer. But obviously you can still hear it. But it's just like pew.
Yeah.
And people are like, "What's that?"
What about in a war?
In a war?
Yeah.
I think a machine gun or an AR is always your best bet in any fight ever. You would kill with a
Okay, let's say you're a
gun.
Viking.
Oh yeah, machine gun would kill Vikings.
No. Absolutely.
I would be the absolute king of the Vikings with a machine gun.
Ivan, son of Gore, just gets lit up by 10
if I'm a
bullets
Viking,
immediately.
obviously I want to use a giant axe.
I see you as a mace or a giant axe type of guy.
Yeah.
I see myself as dual weapon type of guy.
2 swords, mini ones.
Daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Orphan.
those are cool, but I feel like you're always going to get creamed.
I think you being the big guy, you will die before me.
Well, the axe is a hard weapon to use. It's like,
you gotta swing and your ribs are exposed for 15 seconds.
I always am like, that's a crazy weapon of choice. Looks cool.
So now you're saying it's a crazy weapon of choice, but you just chose it.
I want like axe on one side, big giant sledgehammer on the back half. They call me Warhammer.
You can't wield that.
Oh, they call him John, son of Jay Warhammer.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, my brother was an idiot.
He had the dumbest
That's why he
weapon.
died so early. He had the heaviest weapon of all time.
I would have like a little dagger in my side, so I'd go, oh, and they'd think I was
Troll.
and then I would be like, Shua!
Yeah, that'd be beast.
That's a pretty good move. They should put that in a movie.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick scene
in the movie. Yeah, but you don't want your Warhammer guy to pull out a small dagger.
No, then he'd totally. I mean, my name is
pussy.
Johnson Warhammer. Yeah. Like I can't be with a tiny little dagger in his pocket.
Johnson Moyama with a small dagger.
Zach Double Dagger of the Iron Realm.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Have you ever seen me and Jack McLean were talking earlier? I asked him if he had seen this anime. Top tier anime all time.
What is it?
Solo Leveling.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect you to, so I don't know why you did that to me. But Jack was like, we need to get John into anime. That's what he said to me.
Yeah, good luck.
I know the show.
I've only watched 150 episodes. The one you said is the best.
Yeah, I messed up giving you that one first.
Yeah.
150? You've watched 150?
I mean, I stopped where I was, but it's probably like 125.
Yeah, so you lied. I thought you had watched 25 more episodes.
Don't forget to hit the song. Would have been great after the stinky Indian thing.
Movie night. Movie night. Movie night. Ain't no doubt we about to watch one. Movie night. Turn it on. Gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause movie nights are always the best of times. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching.
Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks.
That we do.
What happened to your little control panel?
You know, it fritzed out. At this point, I'm so close to moving that everything that messes up in this house, I'm just like...
done. If the pod room went to shit, you'd be like, well, next house, I'll set it back up.
Yeah,
So
I'm that close.
Is Cleve moving in? Is he in here now?
Yeah, he's here.
Is his cat here?
Cleve has hung out with 2 girls 2 day, same day.
Wow.
I didn't know that was possible.
Wow. At 28?
Yeah.
That is a crazy thing to be doing at 28.
Hung out with a girl before dinner, went to another girl with dinner.
Wow.
That's
you should take whichever one he doesn't like.
What's happening here? I know that was even a thing.
Wow, man. Moving in with Cleve might be a big help to your game.
Yeah, it's a freaking gigolo.
Hudson with a girlfriend in North Carolina.
I'm letting Cole Franklin live here. He keeps pushing back the move-in date, and I'm like, dude, I really don't want you in here anyways.
Yeah.
Until the new house, because this is 3 bedrooms, 2 bath.
And this is a bedroom.
Yeah.
yeah. Have
so
fun.
I was like, dude, I really don't care. But he has a girlfriend in South Korea. And she's not Korean.
Wow.
Yeah. American.
Cleve, 2 girls, 1 day.
2 girls, 1 day, 1 Cleve. I said, wow.
Wow, good for Cleve.
Dude, congratulations. Hopefully none of these girls listen to the podcast. They'll start realizing.
yeah, that would be tough. You hung out with Cleve. 2 of us?
Are you serious?
What if they're like our OnlyFans?
Yeah. No, they're not on OnlyFans. They're decent women. Man, OnlyFans. It's too easy. I understand it. If I could get on OnlyFans and make a decent living,
dude, they make
I promise you
dollars.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should see what you can...
How do you do a man's fans?
Yeah. That's crazy.
How do you do a man's fans?
Man's fans?
Yeah.
Man's fans. It's probably...
Well, you got to be in wicked shape, first and foremost, which I am not.
And you have to be hanging dong.
Which I am not. So what?
That's terrible. Pics. All these prostitutes we have these days.
Oh my gosh, they're all prostitutes. That one video, do you see that podcast where they talk to the prostitutes?
The one with Glenny Balls?
No.
Glenny Balls has one called...
It's like this one dude. Glenny Balls like dives into the prostitutes. These guys just like destroy their whole entire life.
I've seen a little bit of
and
that.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's a little
There's one
rude.
guy named like Matt or something who's always on like a FaceTime.
Yeah.
And he's always the meanest guy ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, why would you even say that?
Yeah.
They're like, rate yourself 1 out of 10. And then like the ugliest girl
It's like, oh,
you've
I don't
ever
know,
seen.
a 7, and he goes,
If you're a 7, I'm an 11. And he's like a 45-year-old dude. And I'm like, I really hate this guy.
yeah, he's a little rude.
But also the girls set themselves up.
Yeah.
There was do you know, there's this person they call Gorlock the Destroyer. And it's like this 400-pound girl, but turns out it's a transgender. So it's
Oh.
a dude who's 400 pounds who dresses like a girl.
Oh, I think I've
poorly.
seen this person.
Yeah, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
why would you even go on there? You know they're just gonna like just
You're
destroy
gross. I'm sorry to say, Gorlock.
you. You are Gorlock. You're gross. There's no way
gross.
around it. I was like, so I was stewing. Let's talk about the wedding for a minute.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, my Airbnb, I can admit now that I'm safe that I was in
The
the ghetto.
sketch. Yeah.
In the ghetto. Which is funny because Elvis was like known around here. There was a building where it said the king was in this building.
Oh, really?
Which I don't feel like is that cool of a thing, but
Oh, I think it's kind of cool. Imagine if it was your house.
would you want a sign outside your house that said the king was in this building?
Yeah, that's got to add like
No, it does not.
$50,000 to my house or something.
No.
Some big Elvis
It adds
fan.
a lot of freaking traffic that probably nobody wants at their domicile.
I don't know if someone would be like, you know, Elvis. I mean, if he once lives there, that's got to be a big
It wasn't
money
his
grab.
house.
So wait, what part of Mississippi were you in?
I was in Clarksdale, Mississippi.
For Hudson's wedding. Shout out Hudson.
Yeah.
The old guy in the chair.
Ipasisum.
Ipasisum. What was that again? Oh, Mississippi.
That was Mississippi backwards.
Yeah.
Dana kept telling me Ipasisum. So I was like going on my way. I was driving, so I drove both ways.
Yeah.
So I was driving. Cole was in shotgun because he's the tallest NF you've ever seen. I swear he's gotten taller. He's like 6'8" at this point. He's a giant. Anyway, so we're driving through Alabama. We get to Mississippi, and I'm like, yeah, dude, you know, Mississippi backwards is Ipasisum.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, all right, all right. And I said, yeah, there's no racist in Mississippi. Because we had just passed like this colony of Confederate flags. I said, yep, no racists in Mississippi. But if I see some, I think Cole was really hyping me up on the way, maybe because he knew I was driving, but I was making some,
Oh, he was loving your jokes?
less than average. He loved that one.
Maybe because he's just had some time away. So now that he's back, it's like, oh, wow.
So what, you think I'm like,
Yeah, you can only take you in doses. Sometimes you're like a little bit much.
that's rude to say.
Not as rude as what you said about Indians.
You set me up so hard. I love Indians.
How do you think they smell? Good?
You like curry?
So you went to what part of Mississippi?
Clarksdale.
And where was everybody else staying? Where did you guys stay?
So there is
Train
the
track?
divide of white people and black people is the craziest I've ever seen in Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Oh, really?
So on the right side, it's the African American community, and it's big on jazz, and like Morgan Freeman has a bar down there for jazz.
That sounds cool.
It's cool, but like the wealth aspect is completely different.
Yeah.
So we went to Morgan Freeman's bar like the whole entire time. We were staying like outside the city of refuge, practically. Like there were deadbolts on the door that had been kicked in.
Wow.
And we just like they screwed some new brackets on. We like
In your house?
You could not like it happened, but like it happened in the past to the point where you could see like the door had been kicked in and then they had screwed something new on. But so the first night was the rehearsal dinner. So we like all dress up, we're getting ready to go. we all leave the house, and there's what I can only describe as a crackhead outside on the opposite side of the street yelling at us.
Yeah.
Where y'all going? Oh, what's up? And like we all dressed up good, everything. We just all like your classic like
scurried in the
white
car.
person scared of some nut job.
Yeah.
So we all scurried to the car, went to the like rehearsal dinner. Everything was fine. We went to the bar later, came back. I mean, we never had any issues.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect to have any issues. And also, I feel like it was pretty tight knit. If they knew they were doing an Airbnb, I don't feel like they would do anything to mess up those people.
I know. You see a bunch of white guys dressed nice in Airbnb. I'd feel like that'd be the place you'd break into.
And then they all just leave.
Who does?
Oh, the white guys.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's a house right there with a bunch of white guys stuff.
Yeah.
That they just left.
I could have seen that.
Break the door in.
Did anything else sketch happen, or the whole place was just sketch the whole time?
The whole place was sketch, but nothing else really sketch happened.
Yeah.
I mean, like the house
What'd
was
y'all
sketch.
pay?
I paid like $100 total.
How many nights?
Like 3.
3 nights.
Yeah, I mean it was 5 guys split 100 ways.
$33 a night, dude. Ubers are less than that. I mean, more than that.
$500. And we had an indefinite Uber because Cole was.
He's a sober Sally.
Yeah, sober Sally. Cole was describing it. He was like, it sucks that I'm like the only one that's like forced to be sober because you see a bunch of people that are like have to be sober because it's like a lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
But I just can't drink.
Yeah.
Cole's got Crohn's and never really had a drinking problem, but all of a sudden.
No, he's not allowed to do it at all.
No, he's not allowed to do it at all. But Cole was shouting me out with like. After the rehearsal dinner, Cole, like the next day, was like telling me all of the funny things I said.
You gave a speech?
No, I didn't. I didn't know if I could. I didn't know if I could have. And by the time I realized, I was like driving them up there, so I was like, "Oh man, I can't really."
You can't really write something right
Yeah,
now.
I can't think of a speech right now.
Where did they get married?
Mississippi.
What was like was it like a venue?
Big tent.
How did they pick that place?
There was a big church, big house, big church, big tent.
How did they pick it?
I don't know, man. Like,
Seems random.
there were a bunch of people in Mississippi that like knew Hudson or something. Like, I was asking everybody that I knew was a native of Mississippi, like, what did y'all do here, man? Because it was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, Mississippi I think is like worst state.
I was like, man, this sucks. I was like, buddy, I don't know if you know this, but your state sucks.
Have you ever been to Biloxi?
No.
Hate it.
Really?
Some people love it. It's a casino area in Mississippi.
Me and Cole were trying to gamble, and we were trying to figure out how far away Biloxi was from us.
Yeah. The casinos are nice. I mean, if you like casinos, the casinos are nice. But like
I would love to
the
gamble.
beach there, dude.
You act like you don't love to gamble.
I don't love to gamble.
But if you have like $200, it's not like you're gonna ruin your life.
No, but I walk in there and I'm like, I can only spend $200, and then I walk in and I lose $200 like this, and then you're
Pissed?
stuck there. I'm not pissed, but I'm like,
how'd you lose $200 like this?
dude.
Go to a
When I went
blackjack
to
table and
Biloxi,
do $10.
we played during COVID, and like half the tables had to be closed, and the lowest buy-in was $25.
What?
And I lost 4 hands in a row within 15 minutes. And I lost
$100
$100, just not even getting to
Blackjack.
play anything. Yes.
That's not even statistically accurate.
I know. It was bullshit.
I thought it was 50-50.
So I like going to like a $10 table and then playing like for hours until I lose $200. Hopefully, you know.
I do live dealers on stake, which is like me and Jordan occasionally will put like $100 down on stake, which is just like a live betting website. And I will say the more money you get, the more confident you get, and the more money you start throwing down.
Yeah.
I put like $350 on black before.
And lose it? Yeah. I don't know why. I would never trust gambling on the computer. They just wait, and then once it gets too high,
The
they're like,
algorithm.
blackjack.
But I made about $1,400.
Yeah, but that's not that much money to them. But imagine like all of a sudden someone bets like $50,000 and they're like,
time to take this. Time to collect.
Time to start playing cheat.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I would think so, but like there's live dealers and they do this thing where I'm pretty sure all dealers do it, but they like slide the card underneath and then they reveal. And I'm like, if these guys had any like sleight of hand type of, they just hold a king in their sleeve, sleight of hand it, all of a sudden they have 21.
That's what I'm saying.
And
they have all kinds of people know how to do magic tricks.
Yeah.
They could easily sneak a magician in there.
Yeah.
And he could just be killing it all night.
They're all like Russians and
let you win. You get confidence. You throw down 400.
You
blackjack.
Lose. Yeah, now I'm sliding the 10.
Have you ever seen that game where it's like a rocket ship and people
I played it.
That looks like fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's like the most luck of all time.
I'll like crash out or something. I mean, like I played all these games. Like I'm not in crippling debt to this. I actually think I've won more money than I've lost.
Wow, that's good. Very few people could say that.
Yeah,
I bet you've lost more money.
Probably sure I have.
Yeah.
If you look at my bets, it totals all your bets. So like, let's say I won $5 and I lost $5 and I won $5, I lost $5. It would be like
zero.
You would have a total of $35 bet.
Yeah.
Because I bet that $5, but I only like gave and take $5. You know what I'm saying?
Does it keep record of
it
all
calculates
time?
Everything.
All time?
Yeah, so win or lose, it calculates everything.
So if you
want to guess how much money I've spent on this website?
Do you know?
I know. I at least know like the number I'm going to say and around the area it is.
$3,000.
$47,000.
$47,000. And how much? And how much have you won?
But it's like 100 in, 100 out, 100 in, 100 out. That's $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like $600.
Yeah.
But when I saw that number, I too was like, "What the hell?"
So. But what is your overall take?
You can see your analytics. You can see all your statistics.
So what's your all-time?
I'm more losses than wins.
So you just said you thought you were more wins.
But my wins are big.
So what do you think your overall sum is?
Not even close.
Minus
what? I think it's plus something.
You think it's
I've
plus?
taken out like $4,000 off of this site.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right. Well, just be careful. That's all I can say.
I don't do it a lot. And after mom and dad hear this, they're going to be like, listen,
dude,
you got to stop. Dude, when I saw 47K, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, dude. That was a whoa moment for me.
But if I had like, okay, let's say
I thought 3 was high.
Let's say I put in $300.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a bunch of betting. I'm going down to 200, going back up to 400. Doing all this stuff, that's probably like $6,000 right there. Just doing these bets, like.
So it's saying you've made $47,000 in gambling.
Not made.
No. You've made that many bets.
I moved that much.
So if you start with 200, and then let's just say you bet it all. You start with 200, you won 200. Now you bet 400, so your total is 600. And then if you did it one more time,
if I bet 200, won 200, I think the bet total would be 400. And now I bet again. It's like, so every dollar amount, let's say I put 100 in roulette, that dollar amount goes to that.
Yeah.
So it's just boom, 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 boom. But like, it's like blackjack where I could be at a table for an hour and just going back and forth with the person between like $175 and $200. But I'm racking up like $2,000 on that because I won 25 and lost 25, but I'm adding 25 to that pile every time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Here, let me see what my actual total's at. Not gonna help my cause or anything.
Yeah. 47 G-bits.
You said $3,000.
I thought that seemed like a lot of money to me. If I go to a casino and I'm like, I'll lose $200, that would be like
but this is
15 trips.
This is digital.
So it's easy.
It always gets bigger when it's digital.
Yeah,
all right, so I've had. I'm just blowing up my spot right now. So I've had total games 14,203. Wow. We play a lot. We don't play that much, and I was actually low on the number.
How low?
Not that much lower. I was pretty accurate. Number of wins, 3,276.
Number
of losses, 10,867.
Close. 10,000?
Amount, 48,546.
Gambled.
Yes. But I'm really close to being in VIP silver.
How much money
How much money?
have you lost?
I don't know if they would never tell you that.
That's secret.
I can tell you how much I pulled out.
Do you feel like you've lost a lot of money?
No.
Okay. These analytics are scary.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm starting to get nervous.
You also have an addictive personality.
Who?
This
Me?
guy. Yeah.
No, but you're making this sound way worse. I promise.
I
Mom
didn't
and
say
Dad,
anything. I didn't say anything.
I know.
I
When we
just
started
listened to what
talking
you
about
told me.
gambling, I said, listen, I have a problem. I can tell you that I haven't done this in like months.
All right.
You get a free $1, so I could bet that free $50.
I can bet that $3
$3 up
until
to
I win it all
$50.
back.
So kosher then.
Dang.
Nah, I'm really gonna. After saying this, Mom and Dad are gonna be like, "Mom and Dad, I promise, don't bother me with this. It's not a big deal."
Yeah. Well, if you knew how much you had lost, that would be a big help.
Like if I got a bonus for working full time,
You think that would cover all your losses?
No, I don't have any losses. I would take that bonus, put it all the way into steak, double it, triple it. All of a sudden, I'm making 3 times more.
Yeah.
See, I'll do this right now. Just $1 daily bonus. Picked it up, put it on black. $1 won.
You just won $1?
No, I was just kind of explaining how I would do it.
I say, man, you got to double that.
Whoa!
Double down.
This guy's hot right now.
Yeah. I think that's one problem probably with gambling on the
Lee
phone.
loves it.
Similar to like using a credit card.
Yeah.
It seems less real.
There have been times it definitely
You
seems
know,
less real
like,
because
when
I'm
you're
throwing
putting
around
chips
like
in. Even chips seems less real than cash.
chip seems real though,
But it does
chips
seem like
is-
I know that's
it's like
money.
this is $25 amount.
Yeah.
There have been times where I've been like, "Oh, let's gamble tonight," and then I would put the money in prior to, like, me and Jordan would talk about gambling,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, "Don't touch the money until we gamble," and then I'd be in the office and I just double it a couple of times. All of a sudden, I have $750.
And you say, hey, Jordan,
guess what?
did us a favor. Do you think that Jordan's numbers are as high as
Here's
yours?
what I'll say, just to put everybody's mind at ease. I will go in with $100. I could get up to $1,000, but it still seems like $100 to me.
That's fair.
But around 1,000, I would probably withdraw. But like $700 or like $450, it still seems like $100 to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not too concerned about this $450. So I go in expecting to lose this $100.
Yeah.
So around the time, depending on the day or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I get really confident with that $450.
Do you think that
Assuming I lose 100.
your friends' numbers are as high as yours?
Absolutely not. I know their numbers.
You're
Well, because Jordan will be like, "Hey, let's gamble," and he'll just watch me
Yeah, I
throw
bet.
money around.
I bet watching the big spender is always fun.
I'm like 50-50. Like one of my first. This is gonna be a conversation with Mom and Dad.
yeah.
Yeah, I promise it's not a problem.
That's what all people with problems say.
Well, the way I'm explaining it is not helping,
Yeah.
but I don't do it often.
Because what it sounds like is you've gambled $47,000.
That has happened.
No,
48,
but
518.
But I want to know how much you have netted loss. If you had to
If I had
guess,
to guess, if anything, I've lost a couple $100.
a couple $100.
Absolutely.
You've only won 300 games to your lost 1,000.
But I've withdrawn some big numbers. Like I've had scenes. It was a movie, man. Where I'm just throwing down crazy bets. Everybody's saying, no, don't do it. I withdraw $1,500. Let me see if I can see my withdrawals. Because now you just think I'm big spender. I didn't spend $4,800. $48,000. I can assure you that.
You gotta buy a house.
I'm not doing it right now. This is you're really making me seem worse than I am, John.
I didn't bring this up. I had no idea you had gambled away $48,000.
I hadn't. I haven't. I don't know what you want.
I understand. I think every time you place a bet, it adds that number.
Well, I told you.
No, because when I asked if you gambled 200 and then you won 200 and then you gambled 400 the next time, is that would be 600 in that total? And I think so.
Yeah.
So that's not so bad.
I'm telling you, it's not so bad. If anything, I'm up.
No, I certainly don't think that. You have 300 wins to 1,000 losses.
Yeah, but you haven't seen my withdrawals.
That's pretty crazy odds. I guess I would have expected like 700 to 1,000. Like
700 wins
7 to 10.
1,000
3 to
loss.
10 seems like, why would anyone ever gamble? That seems like a lot of losses to...
Because the wins are...
exhilarating.
The only thing you're making me want to do right now is put $100 in. Try and make it back. I'm going to win $48,000 tonight.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah. See if Jordan wants to gamble. You'd have to talk to Jordan. Jordan knows our consistency of gambling.
The Higbees had a kid.
Oh, yeah. What's the kid's name?
Ella Rose. Shout out Higbees.
Ella Rose.
Ella Rose Higbee.
I was texting Jordan seeing if he wants to gamble tonight. Listen, it's a lot of fun. And if there are people out there that are financially crippled by gambling.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, I'm going to take $1,000 out. If I was going to gamble tonight, I would put $100 in and be willing to lose it and expect to lose it.
Yeah.
But if I get big...
But how many days, like, when I go to the casino, I'm like, oh, I'm at the casino.
I think
never
it's
at the
3
casino.
months apart.
You gamble $100 3 months apart?
Correct.
Oh, really?
No, it's like me and Jordan never do this, but if it was going to be like a day where we decided to gamble, we would both put about $100 in. I would expect to lose it. Jordan withdraws quicker than I would.
Yeah.
And we would do that about 3 months apart.
So you think about in a year you spend like $400.
I would say that's on the low end. I would say close to $1,000, but it's,
Okay, if that's $1,000 a year, I don't think that's.
I assure you that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for
Because
putting
I'm
me
like,
in.
I go to the casino and I'll be like, I'll spend $200 and I'll lose it all. But I only go to the casino.
Let's say 5
every.
Say 5,000, be safe.
Extra safe.
I'm kidding.
I went to the casino one time and Sully lost like $20,000.
No, he did not.
But he was staying up till like 4 a.m. and I think he ended up winning like some of it back.
3,000.
He went to a casino one time and was like hammered drunk and had chips all over the table. Like, and he was winning, but he was hammered.
And no one would like.
Wad was like, hey, Wad put a bunch of them in his pocket for him because he had so many chips. They were just
Put a lot of them in his pocket.
Gave them to him the next day.
Okay.
He saved like $3,000 for him.
Really?
Sully had won like 15 grand that time. The next time he lost like 20.
Jeez.
He's a big spender on the table.
No, see, so my bets are like $10 at a time. If I do live dealer, I've gotten into situations where I have turned $100 into about $1,400.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I'm just on a hot streak. But then you get $1,400 and it's kind of $100 in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start putting up $400 bets on blackjack. And that $1,400 goes quick. I'll tell you. It disappears.
That's the problem. Is because that's why you never win.
Bigger bets, and then you lose.
That's why you never win, because when you do win, you're like, oh, I can bet this because I only have $100 in there.
I'm hot,
and I only
$400. Then you're saying, okay, I got to make up for that $400. $500, and you lose that $500. And all of a sudden, man,
you're back at 100.
Yeah, which is what you were expecting to lose the whole time.
And then you put that down.
Yeah,
because you got to try and get it back. What did he say?
I sent Jordan saying gamble tonight, and he sent me this gift. It's just a bunch of blonde chicks really excited. See, so it's a rare occasion, but when we do, it's a blast. Because me and Jordan are just on Discord, and we're on live dealers with like a bunch of Russian people, and we're just like, screw you! Yeah, Cleve needs to get in on it, because he's got like a setup, and he loves steak too. I showed Cleve steak, and now he's got like, so you get a daily dollar.
What do you mean he's got a setup?
He's got a computer at the office little area.
So is his cat living here right now?
Yeah, buddy, you want to meet him?
What are you guys thinking about the cat situation?
It's gonna be tough.
I think you should consider putting a door at the top of your steps.
No, I think I'm just gonna do like one of those like kid doors. I'm gonna see if Addie's got one that they don't use anymore or something.
Oh, look at
the gate.
A cat can get over that
as a door. Yeah, but the cat getting over it is not an issue because he's smart.
Yeah.
Like he won't get into any situation that he can't get out of. Riggs is.
You might be surprised. What if he moseys on downstairs, kind of forgets about the dog, and then
I don't know. He's a very timid cat.
Okay.
He's like he looks at me like I brought him into the situation with a murderous dog.
He doesn't like you.
He scratched me up a couple of good times.
Oh dang! Yeah.
So he's a little bit of a challenge.
Is he fatter in shape?
Buddy?
Yeah.
He's skinnier than Riggs for sure. Riggs is a fat German Shepherd. He's an average sized cat.
Did they get into it?
Riggs has done some very iffy things. So one time I was like the other day, a day or two ago, I was like, I put Riggs in his crate, and I was like, hey man, like, let's bring Buddy to Riggs's crate at least. They can like see each other close up.
Yeah.
And then Cleve dropped him.
Yeah.
Put him on the ground right by Riggs's crate. And Riggs went just ape shit.
Yeah. I think that was a bad way to do it. You didn't try the door or something first?
No, he's in Cleve's room, so they've been smelling each other through the door for a couple of days now.
Yeah.
But he's also gone ape shit at the door.
Oh, really?
Like seeing the cat shadow or something and going ape. Right before I was going to bed, he did that.
Dogs don't like cats, man.
Yeah, he's gonna have some issues. Yeah. I'm just hoping. I gotta be extra cautious now because I gotta make sure like Buddy's in his room before Riggs comes in the house.
Yeah.
But I think Buddy would still get away with that. Like just go under Cleve's bed or something. But
yeah.
Still.
Why wouldn't you just put a door at the top of the steps?
That would look lame.
You could always take it out.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
All right.
It would look lame.
Yeah, it would look lame.
I don't even know. I'm trying to picture the top of my steps, and I couldn't see a door there without it looking freaking lame.
Sometimes they put doors at the top of steps.
Yeah, but not my steps.
That's right.
They do it to other people's steps, not mine.
Do you think you'll put the dog door at the bottom or at the top?
Bottom.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I'm starting to feel like Riggs is going to get left out of it because I'm going to put that movie theater room upstairs.
You think you're going to spend a lot of time down there, up there?
I would assume so.
I think you're still going to be in the living room more.
Yeah.
I still think you're going to have a nice TV in the living room. I think you'll still be in there.
It's the same TV I have now.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
How big is it?
It's not a 100-inch TV.
That's going to be crazy nice.
I don't even know if 100
I think it's going to be more of a special cage. Like you want a game, like big TV, or if you're really wanting to watch something, like one of our stuff that we're watching, where you want to pay attention.
Head
like
up there.
Yeah.
Riggs is upstairs.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Watching up there, I might even get off my phone for the whole movie.
Yeah, no kidding. It's gonna be
100-inch TV, and it's super dark.
I don't know if 100, say 85, just to.
Nah, man, you got me
At least
set now.
85.
They have 100 at Costco.
I know, I've seen them.
If you would stop gambling, you could afford one.
Oh, if I start gambling, I could. Tell you what, I'll turn that $100 into a 100-inch TV tonight. Putting $100 in, coming out of Richmond.
Yeah. Did you recognize anyone else in this movie?
Breaking Bad,
Kingsman.
Kevin Spacey.
Man, that's classic that they did that with that Kingsman guy. Like, I mean, that's
a British dude with a pretty good Pakistani accent.
That's why they're making Snape black.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst castings I've ever heard of.
Just put a Pakistani dude in there.
Make Sirius black.
Sirius Black?
Like, no one would care.
Sirius Black. That sounded wrong when you said it, but that's his name.
Sirius Black. Make him black.
Yeah.
In the name.
I'm
serious. You can make him black. No one will bat an eye. Remus Lupin, you can make him black. But Snape is supposed to be a nerd.
Remus Lupin black makes you have a problem because you're like, oh, you make the black guy into a werewolf, something like that. I'll tell you.
It's not like he's a nothing. I don't know how that could be seen as bad.
I'm just saying, in the media that we live in, they're like, oh, you make the werewolf black.
You make the guy named Sirius black. Are you serious?
Sirius black. No, I think it's exhausting. And honestly, like African American black people's movies, if you would make really good movies, I feel like I would watch them. But it's all like rom-coms with like a bunch of black people and like one white guy who's dating a black girl. Always the same. And it's like, never very good. It's always like appeasing these, like, that was a bad way to go into that. It's always appeasing like to the African American community. And it's not really enjoyable to anyone. So just make those movies better. Make like original movies for black people better, like frickin' Black Panther. I don't know, but I'm saying like you don't have to keep just taking ginger people's jobs. I mean, I'm the voice of the gingers apparently, but it's always the gingers in like comics. Have you noticed that? It's always gingers that get replaced.
Well, I don't think there's necessarily like black movies and white movies.
I think
there certainly is movies that are like all black people.
Yeah, that would be a black movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying like just don't make characters who are described a certain way be not that way.
But I think the movies that I'm talking about are specified for the black community.
Yeah.
So just try and make a movie that's specified.
They have some good ones, I think.
Name one.
Friday.
I've never seen it.
Me neither, but I hear it's good.
That's a funny one. That's old, though.
Yeah.
That was before this whole situation started. Like, I would say Friday was funny. Ice Cube, yada, very good movie.
But you said you've never seen it. You said you've never seen it.
Iffy hands and hits and butts.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh, I've never seen it.
You should watch Saturday. Even funnier.
It's Friday After Next is the sequel.
Yeah, I've never seen Friday. I like the Eddie Murphy movie where him and Martin Lawrence get put in jail in like Tennessee. I think that's Ropes. It's called Ropes. I think that's a very funny movie.
Yeah. Do they make all black people movies that are not just funny?
Rom-coms? I feel like...
those aren't rom-coms. Those are just comedies.
They're all rom-coms.
Not Friday.
They all have some type of relationship. I feel like the vast majority... Okay, so it's always comedy.
I would call Rush Hour a black movie, even though there's only one black guy.
Rush Hour is a black movie?
Because don't you think the comedy leans towards black people?
I can see that.
Even though it's like mostly Asian people? Great movie, don't get me wrong.
I would say that's a good example of a black movie. Which is a crazy thing to say. I'd say that's a good example of a great movie towards black people.
Yeah.
That everybody can love.
Yeah.
But there's like these other movies that you're like, this is like shit. Medea is shit, but I don't think that's for black people either. Yeah, that's for Luke. Luke is the only one that wants to see another Madea.
I've been asked to watch Boo a Madea Halloween and Boo 2 a Madea Halloween 2 so many times, and I've never seen them.
Yeah, I just think you gotta like.
I got them on DVD. Thank you, Luke. Tenet's a white movie with a black actor.
Denzel Washington's son. How is it a white movie?
Made by Christopher Nolan. That's
like
a double white name.
This, but Harry Potter seems like an American movie, but it's British made.
I don't think it seems American.
It just seems like we claimed it in a way.
Oh, I don't think so. Everything about it's
so we
British.
Just gave that to British people.
They
I just
wrote it
because we liked it so much that we claimed.
We get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, Harry Potter world is here.
See,
but all the people go there and like take pictures where it was filmed, and all the stuff is British. All the people are British.
Lord of the Rings, nerd.
I've never done that with Lord of the Rings.
You went to the Netherworld to see Lord of the Rings stuff.
You thought I went to New Zealand?
Netherlands?
I haven't been to the Netherlands, and it was filmed in New Zealand. Oh. I went to Finland, saw the Northern Lights. That had nothing to do with Lord of the Rings.
Where Santa Claus was.
I went and met Santa Claus.
Doubt it.
He was huge. He was the world's biggest man. The
tallest?
He was tall. He was giant.
How tall do you think this Santa was?
He had to be 6'6".
How tall do you think Santa needs to be?
This guy was like the perfect Santa ever.
I think Santa would need to be about 5'8".
No, once you saw this guy, you were like, man, Santa is larger than life.
Really?
This guy was awesome.
How does he fit through?
Dude, so I know this whole thing is fake, you know?
What?
Santa, you know?
Well, this is a curveball to me.
But once I went to Santa World, and they were like, all right, it's time to get your picture with Santa. And then you get in this big line. Giddy? Oh, man. He asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I was like, I wasn't expecting a question from you, Mr. Claus. I was like, I don't think he asked me that. He was just talking to me so nice. I was a little bit like...
Did you sit on his lap?
Right next to him.
Too big. What a shame.
Santa's going to give you 1,000 helium balloons.
I want 100 steak dollars, Santa.
100 what?
Steak dollars. That's my gambling site. I was taking it back.
Let me show you this giant guy. Oh, man, I don't have a picture of him on my phone. I was too giddy to take photos. Well, this movie, what I think is... They made a great movie in an hour and 40 minutes, and I think it's because they don't, like, over-explain stuff. You're like, how'd this guy know this guy? Who cares? They just know each other.
I actually don't like that from this movie because the time skips are never explained, and I'm like, okay, here's where we are now.
I think you had to because of the twist.
Yeah.
If they were like, and then this random cripple showed up one day, you'd be like, these guys are Soze.
Yeah.
You know?
I definitely thought Keaton was Kaiser Soze, but I was on to the twist the whole time.
Oh, you knew there had to be something going on.
I was on the freaking twist, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
All right, well.
So do you... one thing I don't get about it is, like, I mean, he made up all the stories, so what part's true and what part's not? Did all that stuff happen with different names?
I think everything pretty much happened up until...
Kobayashi was a made-up name, I assume.
I think everything on the boat happened. I think all of the murders happened. All that stuff happened. Just was twisted. But when that guy got shot looking at the cash in the van, I said, frickin' Spacey killed him.
Kevin Spacey
killed him. And then he was, like, away from it, like, still tucked away, like, in a box. They showed that scene after the money thing, and I was like, maybe he didn't kill him. So then it started getting me a little iffy, but I knew the whole time Spacey was a freaking snake. Probably gay, too.
He's at least in the movie...
Wasn't that what happened to Spacey? What did he get in trouble for?
Like...
I thought it was gay stuff.
Yeah, I think gay with an underage dude. And creepy with him. Like, the guy wasn't into it, and he was kind of like... a little bit...
spacing out.
Yeah, a little bit handsy with a guy who was not even gay and young.
Wasn't that like a guy from Barstool?
I don't think so.
There was a guy from Barstool that was like, he has a story about Kevin Spacey getting a little too spacey on him.
Really?
Yeah, on his Kevin's.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who do you think? So this was number 41 on the top 100. We rated an 8.8. And who do you think on the top 100 is going to be on it the most times? Kevin Spacey's got at least twice. But
I'd like a Leo.
I bet he's not on it that many times. He's in The Departed.
I think like Killing Gilbert Grape should be on or something.
Best of 100?
Good movie.
I don't think it's that great. What's
I think
Eating
it's one of
Gilbert
his
Grape?
favorite. I think it's one of my favorite movies of Leo.
Let's watch it.
But it's Eating Gilbert Grape. Have you never seen it?
I've seen it.
Great.
It's grape?
It's great.
I doubt that's on the top 100, but he's definitely in The Departed, and I bet Titanic's on there, maybe.
Told you. Idiot.
But I think all three Lord...
Isn't Spacey in Titanic?
I don't think so. He's not in it.
No.
All three of the Lord of the Rings are in it, so maybe someone for Lord of the Rings.
Aragon.
I don't know if he's in many other movies.
Frodo.
I don't think he's going to be in another movie besides Lord of the Rings. I doubt he's in a...
So, Make-A-Lot.
What about Orlando Bloom?
Jinx. Now you can't talk the rest of the episode. All right, well, good night. John.
Thank you.
Wow, good job. I never let the jinx go too long, but I like when people respect it.
Do
you know, it's like if I say jinx and you keep talking, I would be like, okay, well, this is a scumbag that I would never go into business to.
Remember one time it was me, you, and Cole Franklin. I think we were eating at the Nook, and we were living together, and we were in a situation where we started to take the jinx really seriously.
Yeah,
and
as you should,
and
it's a rule of law.
You jinxed me, and then the lady was like taking my order, and I refused to talk. And you guys are like, you were like, John. And I was
Come on, man.
I was jinxed. And you're like, dude, I said your name like forever ago.
No, I don't. I wonder if Cole remembers.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Cole's normally my guy for telling me what I said. I was never like that far gone, but you know, when you're making so many people's days at a wedding,
yeah,
it's tough to remember how hard you made a person laugh.
Yeah.
Like I had like 3 moms tell me that I should date their daughter.
Oh, wow.
And then I met their daughter, and their daughter was like, I never met their daughter, but there was one, like Miss Keith was hyping me up to this lady, and she was like, you should date my daughter Savannah. She's got a boyfriend right now, but we need to take care of that. And I was like, I live in Georgia. Like,
yeah.
Is she going to come down here? But Cole said at one point in the night, Brandon Hernandez came up to me and said, well, I was talking to Brandon Hernandez a lot, like towards the end, like when we were at Morgan Freeman's bar.
Yeah.
And he said, well, man, heck, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing good. And I said, who? And he said, huh? What? And I said, who told you I was doing good? That was one of my favorites.
And so Cole just let you know all this stuff?
Cole just told me the next day, and I was dying laughing.
Who told you I was doing good?
Who?
Did Brandon think that was funny?
I don't know. I didn't see that part. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Shout out to Morgan Freeman. His birthday was the weekend we went down there, and he went there the weekend before we were there.
Oh man, he should have gone to his own bar on his birthday.
What a chotch, dude. Yeah. What a chotch.
That would have been sick.
Oh my gosh, if I had a picture with Morgan Freeman.
If you would have invited him on the pod.
Oh man.
We'll do Shawshank Redemption, Morgan. Maybe he could make it.
Haven't we already done that one? Oh, we did Schindler's List.
Yeah. Man, we gotta scratch some off.
Oh, we haven't looked in a minute. Maybe we've accidentally done like top 100.
Oh, I doubt it. I think I would know.
Schindler's List is definitely top 100.
Yeah, we did Schindler's List on purpose. It was number 5.
You scratched it?
No, I haven't scratched it.
Okay. All right, well, I'm done.
I'm done.
All right.